Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on October the 24th, Tuesday, and the year is 2023. Let's talk trading. Trading with Walmal. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine and different from Walmal's. Walmal, you're done trading for today. Been an interesting morning, huh?
It has been. I don't know why, but actually it was a great morning until the last 5-10 minutes of the previous hour. But I was doing great until then. But I didn't have a single loss, and then I started playing the double O. Going into just taking a line break into double O, and unfortunately, as what things happen is that sometimes it just doesn't work, but it worked for me like 4 or 5 times at least, if not more. And my mistake was that when it didn't work, I should have just said, okay, hey, listen, I've made 2 pips 5 times, something like that. So it's up 10 pips. Let's take the 3 or 4 pip loss. Be happy with that, But no. So I had to go and work my way out of it. I was lucky enough to use whatever little bit of skill that's been God given to me. I can go and trade my way out of it. And, I wound up actually making a bunch more pips. But the thing is, not the way to do things. If you walk away, it's like in fact I was just telling TRO, when he said, "Want to do a video?" I said, "Yeah, I do, but here's the thing. I got to walk away for a minute or two. I need to get my head back." And that's where you can get yourself into trouble. So you wind up getting into, what I like to call trader fatigue. You just fatigued, But that's a learning curve,
Yeah, well, we've got an M30, green M30 coming up to the double O right here.
Yep, we do. And I just went and took a trade to the north. We'll just see what happens. It's a breakout box.
You mean a flip-flop box?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been trading with another trader sometimes, and he calls them breakout boxes. So I tend to do the same thing now. And I shouldn't be. They're flip-flop boxes. Breakout box is something totally different.
Well, let's see, though. Where was your flip-flop entry at?
It was right at double O.
Oh, okay.
My previous candle closed at double O. So we'll see what happens here. And I'm out because my EA just takes me out immediately at 2 pips. I have it set that way unless I go and move the TP myself manually. So that was a nice, easy 2 pips. But I think the better thing to have done was actually to go and move, once I got into that trade, to go and move my TP up to 3.7. And the reason why is because that was the opening for the hour, brand new H4 candle. It's just a good place to target. I didn't do it. That's okay. I'm kind of exposing and being transparent with my mistakes.
Oh, that was I guess failure to do something as opposed to doing something wrong.
Well, that's true. And the thing is, prior to making core for the day, it would not be a failure because I just tried to target 2 pips. After making core, that's when I'll go and say, okay, I'll try to make a little bit more and look for those logical places. With those gurus, FOREX gurus out there, out on the interweb, go and say, look for those logical places of entry and exit. That's when I go and try to target those things. Prior to that, I'm just trying to get my 2 pips.
Yeah, I was just thought about, so you need to win, 8 trades in a row to get your core then? If you take 2 pips at a time.
Yep. And usually what happens is that what will happen is a lot of times I'll go and get into a trade and it'll pull back on me and it'll give me a second opportunity to go and enter a second time. So I'll go in again a second time. So it may actually be, quote unquote, 4 deals, or rather, 5 deals, but it's still 8 trades. And it's just because I get additional opportunities at that same level, and because I've cut down the amount that my lot size, and I think we've talked about this on a previous video. I've cut down my lot size. I've got more, ammo in the tank, so to speak. And it gives me the opportunity to go in a second time or a third time, even sometimes. I'm able to go and do that. So if it goes, let's say it comes down, let's say I was looking for the break of the double O, prior to, which is where I went in, and let's say it had gone went to the double O, it broke the double O, I took my trade, and then let's say it dropped down to 98, and then on the next candle after that, it went right back to double O and broke the double O. A lot of times I'll go and take that second trade right there, and now I'm in 2 trades. Same. I consider that to be the same deal, but it's 2 trades on that same deal because I got the room to do it, and that's the flexibility of not trading where your maximum is for being able to trade. You get the ability to go and do that. And I think a lot of traders, unfortunately, if they're able to trade, let's say you're able to go and trade 2 lots, they trade 2 lots. Well, think about if you go and trade a half a lot, it takes you longer to get to wherever you're trying to get to, but you're able to go in and average in, you're able to go and add on and stack on because you've got that additional, gunpowder sitting there and allowing you to go and do that with your account. Yeah. So that's why I started doing that. And it was another trader out there that frequently watches these videos. He's the one that actually kind of gave me the idea to go and do that. And unfortunately, I can't for the life of me. I give a shout out to him right now, but I can't remember his name, unfortunately.
Yeah, so if you're watching, identify yourself.
Exactly.
Well, let's see. Indicator 2 just went aqua.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Right now, technically, we have a flip-flop box, but I would not take this to the north right now because it got rejected at the H4. Of course, they'll probably make a liar out of me, but that's trading. That's just my gut feel. I don't want to go and take a long there. We could take a short here if it goes and breaks the 0.6, the 00.6. That's your other opportunity. But eventually it's got.
I was going to say we're the H4 open on my charts at 2202.9.
Right.
So we're in that wick zone of the previous H4, and we're right at the BC line, which is the central pivot range, which is you calculate the pivot, then you calculate the midpoint, and then the distance between the pivot and the midpoint, you flip it over, and one will become the top of the central pivot zone, and the other one will be the bottom of the central pivot zone. And so we're right there.
And I didn't call it out, and I didn't take it, but the actually I did call out the 00.6. If you would have gone short there, you could have picked up 2.5 pips or more.
Yeah.
Would have been a nice little trade. I missed it. I was looking at something else, but again, I did not feel comfortable about going north there. It just didn't make sense to me. But the short, like pick up a nice quick 2 pips. Mm-hmm. Why not? And yes, you would have been trading against the M30, but you were trading right into where your exit would have been is right where the M30 was turned. Turned colors on you would have.
Yeah, but you would have been trading with the daily, with the H4.
Yep, with the M5. So you would have had, you had enough other reasons to still take the trade. And right now we're back into what I call a danger zone. We're back at the 95 level, and it's rejected several times. And this hour it's rejected several times. So now whether or not it breaks it or not, I don't know. But the thing is, if you wanted to really be aggressive with that previous trade, you could have set your TP right here, like about 96 or so, and you could have picked up a nice 4 pips.
Yeah, I just switched over to the M30, and we have a return bar, so we need to get down to around that 60. Let's see, where do we need to get to? Oh, around 70, 72. If you want to believe that return bar story.
Just looking at this right now, it looks like that 95 level held strong again. Eventually it's going to break it. We know that. It's just a question of time. But the thing is, that's why you set, you could have put your TP right at 95, and it probably wouldn't have taken you out. But if you set it at 96, hey, you could have gotten a nice little profit there. See if it breaks it this time. And the reason why I get out a little bit earlier than some people get out is because I'm sitting in here now for another full minute watching this thing battle it out, and I got to sit here and battle it out. And so it's like, my head psychology is worth more than the battle. Especially like right now, it got down to 95 too, and it wouldn't still taken me out if I had put my TP at 95. Now we would have gotten out. Now you could have made, and see that's the trade-off. The trade-off is that I could have made more pips, but at the same time I didn't have to sit there and burn brain cells watching this thing go back and forth where I can't do anything.
Yeah, let me a trader asked me about was asking me about inside bars, and I said, well, I'm trading outside bars now. And he said, well, how do you trade it? I said, well, they're just horizontal lines. So if you look here on this chart, you can see we had an M5 outside bar. Let me switch to M5, make it a little bit clearer to see. We had this outside bar here, and that trigger line was at 99.7, so you might as well call it the double O. And you had an opportunity to take that trade. And then we just had the an M1 outside bar right here, and there was a short signal there at 21.94.8, call it 21.95, and on that drop down there was opportunity to make maybe 2 or 3 pips depending on your broker and the spread. So there's really nothing hard to do. And the outside bar plot, what I do here, if you just want to know, shade the current outside bar false, auto shade false, shade outside bar true. Because what will happen is if you want to do the auto shade or just shade the current outside bar, what the indicator will do, it'll only show up when price is within the outside bar. So it's kind of like a training wheels type of thing. Then you can set the period to 1, and then you give it a different tag, so that way you can use multiple. So I have one for M5. I just put the tag at 5 minutes, and then the same is true here. So that if you want to set up your chart to have those outside bars marked, that. Now you probably have to go out to Crestlick.com. I think I put the latest version of the outside bar indicator. So if it doesn't have those auto shades, let me know, and then I'll have to post it out there, but I'm pretty sure I put it out there. So anyway, you can see here, it's just a simple horizontal line break trade with the candle color of your choice, whether it's M5 or you can do M30. And you, whoops, and you can see here it'll still show up, and it'll see as far back as wherever that M5 outside bar occurred, but you can then take the trade with the candle color. So fellow traders, fastest 15 minutes in trading's over once again. Hope maybe you learned something or at least enjoyed the video. And remember, when you sit down to your trading platform, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.